Okay.
Okay, no problem. We will begin today's what do you call it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
first.
Sorry
So
for okay, because
today,
I
yeah,
have trouble with the software of the Microsoft Team. Usually I'm using the, I should use the classic thing, but I suddenly today I forgot I use the new Teams. New Team is not very stable, actually. So that's why you cannot hear my voice. Okay. So maybe we can start. Is it?
we can start.
Okay.
So
Okay.
today we're going to have a session for AI for Smart City. For our first speaker today will be Tiada Tewan Muhammad Populian Pergi Juri and also Bu Nimatul Mahmuria SK. So today both people will be here. So we will start first to introduce the session first, and then we go to discussion. And before I should remind you guys that next week going to be the progressive presentation. So you need to discuss well with your supervisor regarding regarding uh, regarding apa progressive. Okay. So now we're going to continue with the first speaker first from the one now Bimban Biguri. Please, go with you.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Pak Tony, for introducing me. Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good evening. So today will my turn. So actually, before we start the session, let me introduce myself first. Okay, my name is Wan Yaakob. So I'm from University Technical Malaysia Melaka. I'm as a senior lecturer. Okay, so currently I'm working under ICA department, which is focused on the artificial intelligence. Okay, so nowadays we're always talking about the artificial intelligence, right? And then this day we have a apa interruption for the worldwide interruption for the networking services, which is if you're using Microsoft, I mean the Window right now, Window operating system, you will have like a problem. Okay, so maybe this is because of the worldwide interruption for the internet services. Okay, so today I will present about the topics is AI for smart city. So let me share the slide. Okay, I want to. Okay, so this is the topic for today, AI in smart city. So recent overall review. Okay, so basically this will be like a general overview what is the current trend today in our world. Okay, so this is the content for this this lecture today. So first we'll describe about the introduction. Second, we'll describe about the smart surveillance, smart transportation, weather monitoring, healthcare, and sports. So basically, in this review, I will describe about the five thing. I mean, five main pillar. Okay, which is a focus on smart surveillance, transportation, weather, healthcare, and sport. Because this is the popular one lah in our worlds today. And then at the end, after that, we'll close my session with the conclusion and discussion. Okay, maybe we can start with the introduction. So basically, this is the introduction for today. So basically, the integration of AI and visual internet IoT. Okay, so across various domains such as smart civilian, transportation, weather monitoring, healthcare, and sport is transforming how city function and respond to their resident needs. So these advancements are not only enhancing the efficiency and accuracy of the system, but also paving the way for more intelligent, responsive, and sustainable urban environment. So this presentation delve into current trend and innovation in this domain, highlighting the transportation. The transportation potential of AI and visual IoT, enhancing functionality, efficiency, and real-time decision making. So we go the first part. Okay, the first pillar in this presentation, which is smart surveillance. Okay, so basically, visual IoT system heavily rely on camera making surveillance is natural application for AI innovation. So this is number one. We know smart surveillance. Because we are watching what is the things that happen. So the main device that of course we will use is a camera and sensor. So this is the uh, main device that we will implement in this kind of the system. And then the short long connective memory mechanism introduced by Shuai address environmental changes like occlusion, fast motion, motion blur, and background clutter in video surveillance. So this system uses short-term memory for primary purpose and long-term memory for high reliability scenario, enhancing robustness against environmental changes. Okay, so Chew proposed an edge learning system that utilizes semi-supervised and federated learning technologies by training AI model on edge device with non-IID data and synchronizing result with the cloud. They developed a federal swapping method to manage diverse model from edge device. So this system omni-level technique which segment video images for semi-supervised learning improves small object detection. You also develop a method for real-time 3D visualization for outdoor scenes using AI and visual IoT. Okay, so this system leverages multiple sensors, including fixed and airborne cameras, okay, uh, infrared camera, lidar, and gas sensor, in order to collect data transmitted to the cloud for AI-based abnormal event detection. So this results are visual in real-time 3D animation supporting decision making in emergency scenario. Okay, and then next is the salient object detection, which is SOD. So it's very crucial in surveillance as it identify visually striking regions in human perception. So Chengjia Wang Silent Cognitive Analytics Network system improves SOD performance in visual IoT with supervised model that reduce reliance on ground truth data. So using CNN, Silency Gun outperform other state-of-the-art method in fog computing environment. Okay. And then Lean also introduced a technique for testing coherency of IoT surveillance video feeds, processing a causality map that enhance data reliability for learning via additional AI technique. So this system use contact perception stages to extract semantic data from images, facilitating robust video monitoring. So image quality in surveillance can be compromised by environmental factor. Okay, Ching Hui Lu at Ni design an image quality enhancement system with lightweight residual enhancement network and an environment array model deployer. So this system built uh, on a on on a relativistic average gun framework. Okay, by generating customized enhancement network optimized for different hardware specification. So human behavior understanding is another critical aspect of smart surveillance. So Osman Khalifa developed a system using CNN to understand human behavior from the Berkeley multimodal human action dataset. So this system employ deep neural network to identify anomalous human action, promising application in security, healthcare, and retail. In enhancing surveillance application in smart city, Imran Ahmed utilized deep learning and drone collaboration. This segmentation-based system using pyramid scene passing network demonstrate improved object segmentation and performance through deep transfer learning and data augmentation method. Okay, so Jingzhao Chen proposed a distributed intelligence video surveillance system deploying deep learning algorithm in an edge computing environment to reduce network communication overhead and provide low latency accuracy video analysis solution. So this system has potential application in traffic management and vehicle classification. Okay, so this is the first part. Okay, first pillar in this topic because so we go to next. Next is we talk about the smart transportation. Okay, so as connected vehicle and as it grow, the visual IoT ecosystem in transportation is becoming increasing and also sophisticated. So nowadays we see kan, in especially in our country, Malaysia. So there is a new development of the road, okay. So that's why there is a need. We need to have a smart transportation, okay, in order to, in this kind of the environment lah. So Hansi Liu developed Fusion Eye, a system enabling vehicle to share perception data via vehicle to vehicle communication, creating comprehensive traffic view. So the system uses the Hawks transform focal positioning and employs mono camera and RGB approach for distance estimation, integration topology using fully connected graph bipartite. So the P-Coil utilize visual IoT and semantic web technologies to monitor traffic in smart city. So their methodology involve real-time traffic signalizing using CCTV camera, computer vision technique for vehicle tracking and counting, and semantic web technology for data interpretation and congestion prediction. Okay, so these approaches can trigger automatic warnings for, automatic warning or alert to traffic authorities. Okay, and then automatic license plate recognition. I think this one is very popular one lah. Yeah. And at UTEM also we have a license plate recognition. So this is used to give awareness to the user. Okay, awareness to user. I mean the driver, which is the officer. I mean the security officer watching them. Okay, and then this also give the awareness to the user. The the plate, the number plate will be recorded to the system. If not, the user, you know can do any many, I think, if they do a crime, for example, in university, so maybe they will think twice. Oh, actually, my my number plate just recorded to the system, so they will think twice. Oh, okay, I afraid to do this, okay, in this university. Okay, so this is the purpose of the license plate recognition in our in UTEM ah. Okay, so basically it's used to employ, yeah, basically employs a CNN for high accuracy under various condition. Okay, and then the last one for the smart transportation is the accident prediction. So for the accident prediction, okay, uh, it use the convolution LSTM unit for better accuracy in predicting short-term accident. Okay. Okay, so next is weather monitoring. Okay, so this is the third pillar in this presentation. So basically, weather monitoring using visual IoT face challenge related to domain adaptation energy efficiency. So in weather monitoring, uh, the main issue is the energy efficiency, because in weather monitoring we will put the sensor everywhere. I mean everywhere lah. Maybe at the river, maybe at the jungle, maybe at the, at the mountain, something like that. The thing is, when we put the sensor at that kind of the environment, there is no power source. I mean, if you put the sensor in that kind of, we need to set up there on the power source. So there is a need. I mean, we need to have like a component that can focus to the energy efficiency. Okay, compared to other things like a civilian, so we can put using, civilian usually we will monitor in the city, right? Not in the rural area, we don't monitor. Okay, because in the city there are so many people in there, so that's why we need to monitor. But weather monitoring, we will not only to the, we will put not only to the environment that have many people. Okay, so this is the reason. So the infrastructure is a problem. So that's why the researcher focus to on the how to make like a system that can focus on the energy efficiency. Okay, because of the lack of the infrastructure in that kind of the environment. Okay, so Zhang introduced a hybrid cross-depth network models which extract domain, environment, and discriminative feature from images, enhancing cloud classification for weather monitoring. So Xiu Liu proposed multimodal generative adversarial network, okay, to increase energy efficiency and cloud classification accuracy. So this model generate both visual and scalar cloud information, expanding the training set and improve classification performance. Okay, and then so this is a fourth pillar. Okay, in this presentation is a healthcare. Okay, so healthcare basically is one of the fastest growing sector in the IoT market, predicted to reach 176 billion by 2026. So it's very huge amount. Okay, so that's why most of the research also focus in that kind of this, this pillar. AI and visual IoT application in healthcare demonstrate significant improvement in diagnostic accuracy, patient monitoring, and healthcare delivery. So one critical application is myocardial infarction detection. So the author of the novel system presented an approach to detect vital signs based on visual data of chest pain and fall posture. Okay, so the system leverage HAI using Exception V2 and MobileNet V2 embedded in the NVIDIA Jetson Nano platform, demonstrating lower power consumption and competitive performance. So, medical image diagnosis and reconstruction are crucial for accurate diagnostic. Sujit Moore implement a sparse away CNN to address high quality image construction, computational speeds, and security issue in medical image communication between IoT device and servers. So fall detection for elderly in the world in another visual application. Okay, so this one is a fall detection. Usually, actually, last time I just want to share my student project. Last time is a PSM, final year project, which done my previous student fall detection for not for elderly people but for the Parkinson people, because Parkinson have a problem to walking, right? Then sometimes they suffer, and then they like to fall down. So there is a need, they need to have a that kind of the device that can detect before they fall. Then before they fall, they will the alarm will trigger, and then the nurse or other staff can help the patient. Okay, so here Borshing design an edge computer based system using neuromorphic hardware for fast power efficient AI. So the system classify human motion feature using a support vector machine, reporting fall event via Wi-Fi while ensuring user privacy. Okay, Li Zheng Liu explore a smart in home dental healthcare system using intelligent hardware, deep learning, and mobile terminal. Their mass RCNA model detects and classifies various dental disease, integrating a comprehensive architecture for disease prediction and connectivity with professional medical facilities. Okay. Okay, so this is the last pillar in this presentation, sports. Actually, just now we just finished the Euro. Okay, Euro 2024. Okay, so the Euro is a event. I mean the worldwide sport event which is conducting about the football. Okay, you know VAR, right? So VAR is actually one of the technology uh, in sports, in football sport. Okay, so basically in I mean in sport, AI application in sport focus on event recognition and motion analysis. Okay, for your information, nowadays if we playing football, especially in worldwide event, the rules is not similar like 20 years ago. Okay, uh, in 20 years ago, all the decision in the football field, it depend 100% into the referee. If referee said offside, there will be offside. If referee said fall, there will be a fall. If referee say, oh, this one is not goal, and actually it's goal, but the referee say it's not goal, so the decision is not goal. Okay, so that's why Maradona, if you know this thing lah, Maradona in last time Argentina win the World Cup because Maradona kicked the ball by using hand. That's why Maradona last time uh, recognized as a hand of God. Okay, they score the ball by using hand. Okay, why Maradona can do that? Because of the referee at that time didn't recognize the Maradona cheating during scoring a goal. That's why during that time Argentina win. So because of the that kind of the event, and then that's why AI in the sport, we want to avoid this kind of the cheating, cheating event. Okay, because football is a big environment, and the referee, referee is just a human. Okay, it's just human, and then the pressure in the football field is very very high, because we not deal with the players, we also deal with the with the viewers, I mean the penonton during the at the stadium, right? Okay, especially for the big event, worldwide event, like a final World Cup, or maybe final Euro. Okay, it's very, that's why the nowadays they set up a sensor which is can help to the to the to the referee. For example, there is a system we call as a VAR. They can recognize, or I mean they can assist the referee to decide whether it is a goal or not. Okay, it's a goal or not. And then there is also a system that can help linesmen to identify whether that event is offside or not. Okay. Okay. So nowadays cheating in football arena, I mean in the high high competition. So nowadays become less because of this kind of the technology. Okay. So okay, let me go in depth lah. Okay. So even so, there is a technology in this in sports. Okay, nowadays. Han Mohamad and Colles propose a deep learning based framework for recognizing multi-person silent soccer event in IoT environment. So this system predict event like goals, penalty save, any substitution, providing real-time data and insight to enhance performance and viewing experience. Okay, and Jiang Zhao developed a fine grand action recognition approach for analyzing soccer training video. Okay, their system comprising YOLO 3 base detector and LSTM base classifier evaluate the soccer of ball stopping action, demonstrating potential application in other sport fields. Okay, training and preparation in sport are crucial for performance measurement. Okay, Z address the gap in conventional sport teaching method by introducing low cost AI and IoT system for football motion recognition and intensity analysis. Okay, dia multitask learning model perform motion classification and intensity estimation, providing strategy to handle small sample data issue and demonstrating effectiveness through experimental validation. Okay, so we go to the last part, conclusion and discussion. Okay, so as a conclusion, we can say the integration of AI and visual IT across various domains in smart city is transforming functionality, efficiency, and real-time decision making. In smart civilian, advanced techniques like cognitive memory mechanism and edge learning system enhance video monitoring accuracy and robustness. In transportation, AI system improve vehicle communication, traffic management, and road safety. Whether monitoring benefit from AI model that boost energy efficiency and classification accuracy, leading to better weather prediction. Healthcare application leverage AI for accurate diagnostic and patient monitoring, while sport benefit from AI in event recognition and motion analysis. Despite the monitoring, while sport benefit from AI in event recognition and motion analysis, despite the significant benefit, challenges such as the needs of high quality data, computational resources, and privacy concern remain. Okay, so future research should focus on developing efficient algorithms, improving data security, and exploring new application. So by addressing these challenges, AI and visual IoT can profoundly enhance urban living, leading to smarter and more sustainable cities. Okay, so I think that's all for my presentation today. So any question? So regarding on the presentation today.
Right. Before we jump into the question, we will take the second speaker first. But before I forget, I read an article from Tsinghua University, published last year in Education, regarding AI usage in urban planning. So, you see, because one of the biggest challenges of applying AI and IoT in current city, especially a big city like Shanghai, like Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur, is that the city already took okay the design or the too convoluted is therefore to adding more technology inside will be much more challenging. So the other idea about using AI to actually design the urban services, design the urban for the new city, for the upcoming city, for new Jakarta. Yeah. For example, envision new upcoming new hospital, the Jakarta city is actually designed by AI as well. So in my opinion, this is what you do. That one of my friends in university actually one of the city credit designer is actually practicing AI to develop the capacity to ensure the traffic and also the weather as you can see the challenges accordingly to the climate changes and to also practicing to better user design is much better to is better than to fix the existing cities. For example, Jakarta is really convoluted city. If you have been to Jakarta is people have tried attempted to fix Jakarta and none really fix the problem. So the idea is uh, one of the biggest questions in AI is it are we too late to use or not? Because existing city already have a lot of time before the rise of AI and the introduction of IoT and things to fixing to get that cities. Are we too late to do that? So what do you
Okay, actually I cannot really hear the ni. Maybe you can uh, you can repeat the question.
question is simple. Are we too late to apply AI to smart cities, especially to a big city or to city,
Especially in
big city?
big data. Big.
Are we too late to do that?
Are
Because we are
we to wait AI?
too late.
Maybe you can type to the chat.
Yeah,
Meeting chat because the sound is not very clear. Uh,
yeah.
eh? Oh, oh, I cannot see the meeting chat. Is it?
You don't see the chat?
Yeah, I cannot see the meeting chat. Maybe you can send the
Right.
WhatsApp. Okay.
I will talk to you. I will talk to you.
Okay.
No problem. No problem.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, okay, understand. Okay, so the question is, are we too late to apply AI and IoT to shape a smart city, especially big and carbonated city? Okay, actually, especially like in Jakarta, Mumbai, Shanghai, especially regarding climate change and urban changing. Okay, population rising. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because this is
Change
a
of the
very big
culture. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I can read the question from the ni from the bapak because your sound is not very clear. Your microphone.
oh really?
Yeah, yeah. Not
Okay.
really clear. Uh,
Oh, so
yeah. Okay. So the question is, are we too late to applying AI and IoT to shape a smart city, especially in big and convoluted city like in Jakarta, Mumbai, Shanghai, especially regarding on climate change and urban changing, population rising and change of the culture. Okay, so I actually understand about about the you know the the question. Okay, so we know right. In Indonesia, we have Jakarta. Jakarta, the main problem in Jakarta, they have a traffic jam. Uh, in Jakarta, they call this macet, macet ya, betul ya Bapak? Yeah, macet. The macet is really crazy. Actually, I never been at the Jakarta, but my friend said
Jakarta.
the traffic jam in Jakarta is very crazy because suddenly there is a situation, a user stuck in the traffic jam around maybe 3 hours, maybe 4 hours. This is very crazy. So that it means the population on the city is very, you know, very high.
Hello, Dr. Yaakob.
Yeah, yeah. This one is clear. Okay, this one is clear.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this one
Sorry,
is
I
clear.
just changed my microphone.
Okay, okay.
Now, regarding what you're saying,
Yeah.
regarding what you're saying about the Jakarta, have you been to Jakarta before?
Not yet, not yet. But I have a
Right,
friend. I have a close friend. They
right,
already traveled
same,
to Jakarta. Yeah,
right, right. My experience in Jakarta,
yeah,
especially with traffic jam,
yeah.
I want to go across the street,
Mm,
across the
yeah,
street. You see, it takes 2 hours to do that.
yeah. That's why.
We cannot cross the street. We cannot cross the street because there are too many cars. There's no subway, or there's no bridge over. There's only, you need to take a car
Okay,
and take a roundabout. It takes 2 hours
okay,
across a street, which
okay.
is, I don't know. Is that happened? So that's why in Jakarta, there are studies in Jakarta done by BINUS,
For
by ITB, done by
I just want to tell
IPS.
to you
It
also,
is almost,
Malacca also
this
have a
is
problem.
almost there. Yeah, Malacca. I have a problem with Malacca traffic as well.
Yeah, Malacca has a
I've been.
problem.
I
But
want to go.
during
Yes, some,
Saturday and Sunday only.
like in Yonkers, for example.
Yeah, understand.
Yes. So are we too late to do that?
Okay.
Because when you're talking about how to manage travel,
Mm.
this is good, but how is it?
Okay,
So
okay,
what do you think
understand.
about that?
Okay, okay. Firstly, I want to say about we know the environment in Jakarta, traffic jams. Traffic jam, not normal traffic jam, is a crazy traffic jam, which is a user can stuck maybe 3 hours, 4 hours.
No,
It is,
no.
is it, is it? No. Hello, hello. Alamak. Hello, Pak Tony.
Hello.
Yeah, 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 can hear.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, I can. Okay. So you want
Yes,
to
yes,
say,
hello.
yeah.
I'm here. Yes, come on.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. Is it true what I'm saying? The traffic jam in Jakarta is very ni?
Yeah, very scary at times.
Yeah, very scary, right?
At times it's
Oh,
very scary,
uh,
and somehow people in there live it with that.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. Actually, Melaka also have a, for your information, Melaka, I mean the city of Melaka have a same problem. Have a same problem like Jakarta. But is actually for the Saturday and Sunday only. Saturday, Sunday. Because Saturday, Sunday, many people like to come there. Especially the tourism. You know, because city of the Melaka is focused on the tourism. Actually, just want to share with you. Uh, actually, traffic jam in Melaka is good.
Sorry?
Traffic jam in Melaka, in the city of Melaka during Saturday and Friday is good.
Yeah, because it's bring money.
Yeah, because actually for information, this is my friend say. I don't know this is a real thing or not. The traffic jam when the traffic jams happen during the in Melaka. I just want to talk about the Melaka because I familiar with that city.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Uh, if they have a traffic jam, so the people at the street can make business because the traffic jam. So you know, in Malacca we have a traffic light, so many traffic light, and during the car stop, they will person doing the business selling the fruit everybody. So that's good for the economy. Okay, that's good
Right.
economy. Okay, good economy for them. Okay,
This
what
is
actually
actually
I'm trying to say is actually this one is relate to the government itself, the
yeah,
government decision. Okay, in Malacca, why we have so many traffic light, why we have jams during a Saturday and Friday, because because of the decision of the government. I
government.
mean the
Yeah,
city planner. They want to make it they want to
like
make
that.
it so that they can generate the economy from the people. Okay, that's good. But however, other people will suffer because of that kind of the event. Okay, that's good. Okay, so that's why I want to say like this, because this reflect to the it have a connection with the government itself and AI. Okay, so if let's say if you want to apply to the AI to that kind of the environment like the like a high population of the city, actually it's not too late because we can simply apply. Okay, because actually it's come from the government itself. Let's say if the government say, okay, I want to do to apply the smart civilian or smart center in the city of the Melaka, because during peak hour, I mean the Saturday, during at night, maybe the people like to drink, I'm sorry to say, drinking, and then drinking other
Yeah,
alcohol, and then they like to mabuk, and then there is a potential like a criminal and that kind of environment. So we need to implement like a smart civilian system, CCTV that can monitor everybody in the in the that kind of the environment. So we can apply. There is not too late. There is no the words of too late. We can apply, but it based on the city planner. I mean, based on the government decision. Okay, as technologists, we can provide anything what the government wants. Actually, it's come for the from the for the government itself. Okay, so my
right,
answer is it's not too late. We can apply
right.
anytime we want.
But based on government. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. When I go to Malacca
Mm,
in the weekends,
mm,
yeah, I've been quite sometimes in Malacca and being in the weekends, and
yeah.
it is a very crazy traffic as well.
Yeah.
But because most people there is walking,
Yeah. Mm,
they prefer to walk. Just walk.
just
Traffic
walk.
is takes hour.
Yeah.
For example, if you want to go from Jongkor to Data Belawan, it takes 20 minutes walking. With
Yeah.
car, to, almost half an hour. Take more
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Mm.
Right. So, thank
Okay.
you very much for your
Okay. Okay.
answer. So, other question, perhaps will be after the second speaker. Okay.
Okay.
So, I will give the chance for the second speaker, Bu Nimatul Makmuria. Are you here yet?
Okay. Thank you very much, Pak Tony. Okay.
Thank you very much,
Okay. Okay.
Dr. Wan.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Bu Nima, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Can
right.
you hear
So,
my voice?
yes, yeah. I don't see your face now.
Yeah.
Open cam, please.
Okay.
Right. No. Okay,
Okay.
so Bu Nima currently in Java now, ya?
Yeah, currently in Java.
Currently in Java. Okay, jadi we have a very different good we have an online meeting like this because we have can see each other all day in online session. So Budima, please share the floor is yours. Have fun with your speaks. Thank you.
Okay, please. Okay, wait for me a moment. Okay. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Before I'm going to present my presentation, so for what do you think? For introduction or for remind you about this topic today, I want you to do a little game. So please join in slido.com with hashtag 4194789. Okay, the audience is already joined in Slido. Oh, see. Okay. Okay, if you already joined the Slido, I will make a full link. Okay. Efficient. Okay. Automatic. Excellent. Okay. Smart. Multitask helpful. New text. Convenient. Automation. Okay. Knows everything. Okay. Friendship. Functioning. Okay. Happy Month. Okay. There is one interesting answer about uncover relationship. Hmm. Prediction, problem solving, saving time, multitask, knows everything. Oh, okay. Knows everything. It means uncover relationship. Hmm. Improve urban living. Okay, good. Make live. Power than human brain. Power than human brain. Okay. Futuristic. Take over the world. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so we next to next pool. Next pool, next pool. City plus. Okay. Futuristic. No traffic. No traffic jam maybe. No traffic. Urban planning. Innovative. Futuristic. No crime.
No crime will be best, man.
Yeah.
If there's no
Sultan, do you
crime.
agree? No crime in smart
If
city
if there's no crime will be great.
will be
But we
great.
know, we all know that this is impossible in this world. Oh,
Sentience.
sentient, not sentient.
Secure. Okay, no traffic confusion. Reduce car accidents. Okay, no crime. Innovative. Less traffic jam. Okay, secure. Okay. Better infrastructure, automated system, promote sustainability. Okay, it's good. Generating economic growth. Oh yeah. Strict in monitoring. Easier life. Okay, thank you very much, guys, for the participate. Okay, thank you. No, I know that all of you better understand about the artificial intelligence and also smart city. Okay. Screen. Okay. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, let me do this myself first. My name is Nimatuma Muria. I am one of the teacher in Sistem Informasi, and actually this is my first presentation in this event. Today I will discuss about more lightly about smart city AI for smart city. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay. The content of this presentation about consists of general concept of AI and general concept of smart city, driver of smart city, why, then smart grid, smart farm, smart transportation, challenge in AI for smart city, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things system, and virtual sensor machine learning based on sensor. Okay, we already have fun with Slido. Okay, and then next about the artificial intelligence. So the definition of artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science that focus on the development of system and technology capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. So the AI use algorithm and mathematically model to process data, recognize pattern, and make prediction or decision without requiring the direct human interaction. So in main component of AI, we can see machine learning, NLP, natural language processing, computer vision, and also expert system and robotic. And a smart city, according to Smart City Council, smart city use information and communication technology or ICT to enhance its livability, workability, and sustainability. And the key component of the smart city includes Internet of Things, IoT, big data, connectivity, sustainable environment, efficient transportation, citizen engagement, and also dig digital government. So digital government will be support the smart city. About the livability, it's mean improve our life, quality of life of citizen, community involvement in the planning process, and performance of urban services and environmental sustainability. So why we must go to the smart city or the driver of smart city? The driver of smart city is growing urbanization and growing environmental challenges, growing economic competition, rapidly improving technology capability, and declining costs. Okay, when we discuss about the smart city, we must understand about the smart grid, and also smart grid, smart farming, and also smart transportation, So we discuss about the smart grid. When you see this picture, the smart grid is you can see that you can see that in this picture an electricity network that use digital technology to manage and monitor the flow of electricity from generation to consumer more efficiently and reliability. So you can see that the power station and also there's a smart building that will be control the production of power station and also control the distribution to the customers. Okay. Okay, this is next is smart farm. Smart farm, yeah. Smart farm is mean farming with uses AI technology. There is the IoT, and also this is a robot, and also power electric management, and also this is automation production and sensor, yeah, sensing technology. So this component combine in one production to build a smart farm. Okay. And also we discussed about the smart transportation. So Dr. Yakub already explained about the smart transportation. So this is actually this is I took from an article that the smart transportation need management traffic, management light, and also power consumption. It means smart grid, and also communication management. Yeah, because this is if we discuss about the autonomous mobile car, so the communication between each mobile it's must be must be clear. So you said about less traffic accident must be use a protocol. So this smart transportation must be need regulation for many hub, yeah, like police station that manage about the traffic management, and also from in Indonesia PU, yeah, that they manage about the lighting management in the road railway, yeah. So this is need collaborate rule, yeah. Okay, next. Next, smart city also can be ubiquitous cities where all of its information system would be interconnected, residential, school, medical, business, and government. and the integration of information system with social system. Every device and service is linked to an information network. Micromanagement numerous aspects of the city, such as energy consumption and traffic. So this is about the ubiquitous city. So what are the challenges in AI for smart city? There is three proposed, yeah. One is artificial intelligent Internet of Things, IEOT system, and also virtual sensor machine learning based sensor. And the third, smart city infrastructure data management. So when we discuss about artificial intelligent Internet of Things system, this is as we can see that in smart city a lot of IoT will be used. So to manage this IoT data, we need artificial intelligence Internet of Things system. So the system will be uh, cover the data traffic cannot be jam or cannot be loses data because of traffic data like that. And the second about the virtual sensor machine learning is mean that when we discuss about smart farming, you can see a lot of sensor will be used like fertilization sensor or maybe weather sensor and also uh, light sensor like that. So using sensor, a lot of using sensor, it's make a problem. So we not we. So this is a proposed to make a virtual sensor used by machine learning based sensor. And the third about smart city infrastructure data management. This is about the security of data. Okay, and this time I will discuss about two things, yeah, artificial intelligence Internet of Things IoT system and also virtual sensor machine learning based sensor. Okay. Okay, this is a framework. Framework about artificial intelligence Internet of Things IEOT system. Actually, this is I read from article multi-level speed federation learning IEOT system based on smart IoT data with the cloud. So this is first level, second level, third level, and fourth and level. It means each level has the data that the data position. And also this is use the master server, yeah. The framework is in N level. In N level, this is consists of IoT data, yeah, IoT data, and then the IoT data will be sent to the first level to the cloud. So cloud will be save the data and send to the master server. In this server will be divided into uh, level split, yeah, level federation learning, and also and level split, yeah. Okay. So this framework is used to avoid data delay, yeah, from communication delay, because too many data in uh, in this communication or in this level, yeah. So and also to avoid the losing data. Okay. Next is about sensor, virtual sensor, machine learning based sensor. This is I read from Enabling Artificial Intelligence Virtual Sensor in an IoT Environment article. Yeah. So we can make a sensor by use. I mean, we can make a virtual sensor by using machine learning. So this is how we train the virtual sensor. Yeah. Actually, we need to, for example, this is a temperature sensor. There is two room. One room is original virtual sensor, and room two also we have a virtual sensor. Also, sorry, in room two also have a sensor of temperature, and then room one is the reference sensor, reference temperature, and the room two is the virtual sensor. So although we said this is a virtual sensor, but still need a real sensor to calibrate, and also to machine learning to learn about the weather in this in this room. Yeah. So when we made a virtual sensor for another room, we don't need, we not necessary to provide a real sensor like that. Okay. Next. Okay, the last slide. This is the architecture of the IoT platform by using virtual sensor. Okay. So same the other explanation. There is room one and room two. So room one is the uh, reference temperature, or reference humidity sensor, or every sensor, yeah, can use in this room. So, and room two is the will be the virtual sensor. Even there's a sensor, yeah. Okay, then the temperature will be monitoring in this socket, yeah, and also the data will be put in the sensor database, and then by using machine learning, will be learning about the kondisi in this in the reference temperature. And from the reference temperature, machine learning will be send the temperature to the virtual temperature like that. And we can monitoring the temperature by the current value historical data. So this is like a database. Okay, I think this is my presentation. So Tony, thank you for your joining me today.
Thank you very much, Budima. Right. Before we jump into the question, I need to ask a question first. It is similar with the previous speaker that I'm going to ask about regarding the AI in smart traffic as well. So there are two spectrum in cities. So there are big cities, megapolitan cities, also small cities. For example, I remember in my hometown, there's only 3 roads, 3 main roads. Or another cities in my father in my parents-in-law, there's only 2 roads in Selatan. The rest is little streets. There's only 2 roads. Now, let's just, is it possible to apply AI in smart transportation with a lot of technology there, with smart lighting, monitoring, and for small cities? For example, Batam. Batam, if we should know that there are only traffic point in certain places in certain time only. Surprisingly, we're not Jakarta. Jakarta is traffic all the time. It's kecuali malam hari, kecuali Lebaran. But in Batam, there is no traffic except on certain hour, on certain points, namely our campus.
Yeah.
So, is it possible to apply that? Because when the last time Pak Rudi, our major, our city major, talking about this, he has planned. He had a lot of plan, but
Yes.
nothing really concrete yet. But he had plans. So just like Dr. Jakub said that it depends on the government. Okay, then I know the government. I know this one because this is my city. He said a lot of things about AI, the uses of things about your urban design. But is it possible in the end? Is it possible in the end? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think it is necessary to set up the smart transportation because Batam is a developing city, right?
Yeah, not to give you
Yeah,
it is already developed, but it's already but kind of small.
yeah, yeah. So
In small scale.
the population will be grow.
Yes.
And the transportation in Batam, you see a lot of cars. A lot of people have many cars in one
Yeah.
family. Yeah. So I think
Yes.
it is necessary. Maybe not in this year. Maybe maybe the government must plan it to make a smart transportation.
No? Right. Thank you very much for your answer. Now, others, you have any question for Dr. Wan or either Bu Nima? Please show away in MS Team. But if there's no other question, then we shall close the meeting and we can go to discussion. And I shall remember I shall remind you guys, next week is a presentation for progress report. So you need to consult with your supervisor regarding how to prepare your progress report for next week. Right. So, Dr. Wan and Budima, very appreciate you to come up today for delivering your speech. Thank you very much. And so we are in closing of our session today. So we have a documentation first. Please, everybody, open your camera, please. Thank you. Dr. Wan, can you open your camera? Dr. Wan, Dr. Yakub, Dr. Yakub. Oh, hilang dia. Okay, right. Please open your camera. We're going to take a documentation first. Thank you. Okay. Joyce, Jovan, Nur Amira, Faris, Nordia, Putri, Daniel, Wafir, T, Auni. Okay, Dr. Wan, you again. So we have documentation first a bit. Okay, right. So I will take page by page. So please smile to the camera. Thank you. Right, open cam. First pick. Thank you. Right, I will put in the group. Dr. There you are. Right, second pick. Wih, langsung orang ya. Oh ya, yeah. Second pick. Okay. Smile to the camera. Ada Norianti nggak buka webcam ya? Ya sudah lah. Right. Thank you. Hey, third pick. Okay. I see Perry, I see Jeffrey, I see Helmi. Okay. The rest no open cam. Right. So, thank you for your time for today, and then we gonna move for discussion. Thank you for Dr. Wan Yaakob and also Bu Nima. Thank you for your time, and don't forget for students, don't forget to take your attendance, and then we shall move to your respective room for discussion. Right. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you, sir.